Jack, you go first.
Well, I don't like horror movies. I like genuinely. Do you, Mark? You
I
must.
can't. No, I can't.
Really? That's
Like, so my wife loves horror films, like loves them.
yeah, same with my girlfriend.
Yeah, and no, it's not for me. It's not. I'm scared. I just don't like it.
Yeah. My policy on being scared is one that I'd rather not be scared.
Yeah,
Isn't it a strange impulse that we'd rather not be scared to death of something? It's like my dad's like, oh, I'm not scared of this. I'm not scared of this. I'm like, oh, I don't have a fear of this. It's like, right, but then you're still not watching it because it's like, well, so you're not watching it because you're not scared of anything, right? You're not scared of anything, and you're like, right, I want to watch this because it's shit. I want to watch it. I'm not scared of it, and then I'm like, no, I am scared of it. And that's exactly why I'm not going to fucking watch it.
At least you got a reason there, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Obviously, you guys are nerds for it then. So what's the deal with?
You guys need to ask this to Mo, because Mo is a massive horror fan. Like, huge. Really? He is so into his horror. So and Bush as well, to be fair, and Ross as well, actually. So you picked the wrong to have this conversation.
Nailed it.
I'll go straight down the history of that one. Yeah, no, but of the three, yeah, which just text him. He comes straight. I think he does send me recommendations all the time, like this scared the shit out of me. I'm like, cool, I'm never going to watch it. Thanks.
Thanks for the heads up.
I think of it. Blair Witch Project. Let's go for that.
Yeah.
That's okay. I remember watching that when I was like 12 or something. And it was on upstairs in the house. However old, I don't know how old it is. It seems to be pretty old. I remember watching the back end of it, and it was middle of the day, bright sunshine outside, and I saw someone with a handheld camera, and I was like, this is a good idea. I quite like how they've done other scenes, and it looks like really, really like badly graded. And I was thinking, I probably didn't think that was when I was 12, but I was looking at it, I was thinking, it just looks a bit like, because I couldn't tell that it was a film, right? I was looking at it, and I was thinking, this is a bit like kind of like online-y. I don't know if YouTube was such a big thing like 15, 16, 17 years ago. I literally don't know. But anyway, it felt like it was a new thing. So I remember watching that, a little bit of that. And then when some sort of the witches were a thing, I was like, oh, cool, see you in a bit. So I'm not interested in watching any of that. And also what I really like about scary films, because from my girlfriend watches like loads of all this crap, right? And I always like the beginning bits, because they're always everyone's got like a really nice family, and they're always set up in this really nice house. And it's always like, I'm like, oh my God, that house looks, the architecture is usually banging. It's always like really nice location, and the grading's usually like drones and shit panned in, and it's like, oh my God, look how nice this area is. And then it's like, everyone's going to die or whatever, right? And also Walking Dead, if you can class that as horror, it's absolutely garbage, by the way. If you've watched anything past season 5, it's like...
Is that when Rick gets taken off in the helicopter? Because that's about when I stopped. Or is that...
No, that's further on. Season 5's like the governor or something. It's when the zombies were still scary. Because I watched that, and I'm like, oh, it's not. Well, it is scary, but it's like, it's not scary. It's more like a thriller, isn't it? It's like it's just fucking. It's like the grand scale of it. Like 28 days later, like that film's fucking cool, and I'm like, oh my God, I like this, but obviously like, it's like, I don't know. It's just fucking. Just what a dead genre. What a shit genre.
Oh,
I tell you what.
Wow.
No, it's a bad genre. It's a bad genre. Bin it all. That all bands.
It was all going so well.
Wait, we talked about zombies or horror.
So Mo suggested Host. That was the last thing he suggested to me.
Yeah.
Sounds good, does it?
Yeah, I've not seen that, but it's a cool story, bro. He sent me that one, but what did we like? We watched this. We watched a couple of recently on this, and I can't remember. Screw it, I can't remember.
You watched some up here, didn't you?
Yeah, but that's the thing. When we come up to the studio, we end up watching a horror film because Mo loves them. So we sit there and they subject me to this absolute like. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm just going to go sleep in this room by myself now. I'm going to get murdered by whatever this thing is. Brilliant.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did like. I know it's such a cliche. Everyone knows about it, but like the Grudge back in the day, because there's no let up to that film. There's no niceness. You know, there's always this segment of like, oh, we'll just let them relax a bit in the film. No, fuck you. You're not getting it. It's just horrible all the way through. I respect that. I do respect.
Yeah, it's done well. It's done well. The same way that like if you listen to, you know, you watch or you listen to a band that you don't particularly like the music of or whatever, but you can like, wow, they fucking nailed the production, or they've, you know, you can tell that they're good at what they do or something like that. I have the same thing with horror films, and people give me a recommendation like It. Like I watched that in the cinema because it's like a thing. I'm like, fucking hell, like, I am scared to shit of this. Like I don't know even if it's meant to be a scary film. Like I don't know do you guys consider that scary?
Yeah,
Like,
it's definitely a horror.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Yeah, it's horror.
Yeah, it's
So
fucking
you think-
scary.
Go on. What about Possum? Have you guys seen Possum?
Possum.
I've not, no.
Oh.
I think
that?
I've heard of it though.
Yeah, you should check that out.
So
That was
we go
another-
from
that
not
was
being
another-
fan to
That was
horror.
another my recommendation. But it's from. Do you ever watch Garth Marenghi's Dark Place? You guys know that?
I've seen that.
It's a spoof comedy series. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. You should check that out. But the guy that wrote wrote Possum, and that's why because the whole band are big fans of Garth Marenghi's Dark Place, so you should check that out. But so he wrote Possum, which is pretty messed up.
What's that about? What's the premise of?
No idea. Didn't
No.
watch it.
Did you know what's
Nice.
Has there ever been because for us we get like influenced a lot, especially listening to movie soundtracks and that sort of stuff. Is there ever been a time where you've listened to or gone and watched a movie and came out of it like inspired by the actual soundtrack?
Oh, 100%.
Writing
Yeah,
music?
100%. Yeah, I love film score. I love it. It's one of my absolute favourite things. 100%. There's an amazing film called Waltz with Bashir. I don't know if you've ever seen that or heard that film, which is it's really, really heavy topic, but it's so beautifully done. And the score for that is Max Richter, but he just conjures these images up. He's got like this recurring theme called the Haunted Ocean, which plays throughout it in about 5 or 6 different segments. So it's just kind of a recurring theme. Man, just blow you away. It's incredible. But there's so many guys out there. They are masters. They are the masters of what they do. You know.
So if you could pick a film for your music to fit into, see if you could rewrite a soundtrack for a film
Top
with your
Gun.
guys' music. Top Gun.
100% Top Gun. Like I can still recount the entire film word for word. So yeah, it's Top Gun. I just want to play Danger Zone.
I thought something I said in the chorus sounded like Top Gear when I was saying
Top
to you.
Gear, even better. Oh wow.
With when it was because it was like you and Ross playing this weird major fourth thing or whatever it is. It was like or something like, and obviously not like I don't know. I can't remember the fucking thing, but I seem to remember when you were playing it. I was like, that sounds like there's cars coming about. Like I said, we should definitely get cars for this one. So same for me.
I ruined it with Top Gun. Sorry. Conversation killer. And he goes like, yeah, that's a shit film. Cool.
You know what, I've only just recently seen Top Gun. It's only
What
been like
is
in the
wrong
past
with you?
year or so. I was like, I kind of need to watch some of these classics. Apparently.
Oh man, I still love that film. There's an amazing speech by Tarantino about Top Gun, about how it's actually the most homoerotic film of all time, and it's really easy, and he's right.
It ruins Top Gun for you.
No, not at all. It's brilliant. I love it.